Today we have apparently disillusioned adventurers will save the world. That's the title of the manga.
Oh, I'm like, you're saying like apparent, like you basically you were questioning the manga altogether.
No, that's the title of the manga. The actual anime is called Ningen Fushin. Adventurers who don't believe in humanity will save the world.
Okay.
So, episode 1 is called Disillusioned Adventurers. So, in a labyrinth center, adventurer Nick.
Let's all come jacking off.
I don't know, it'd be so watery.
A lot of lotion, I guess.
In Labyrinth City, adventurer Nick is abruptly kicked from his team by his mentor Argus, followed by his girlfriend Claudine dumping him.
Come on, baby, be like that.
Disillusioned, Nick develops an otaku lifestyle about teen idol Agate.
Is it what's an otaku? Is that where they shelter in like a house forever? Like they become a girl
Obsessed and obsessed.
Oh, obsessed.
Yeah,
That's what an otaku is.
Yeah, like obsessed with like anime and like idols, and like he becomes a true obsessed with this teen idol named Agate. To fund his lifestyle, Nick returns to adventuring but requires a new team. He's running out of money for buying shit. And by chance, at an inn, he shares a table with sorceress Tiana, ex-priest Zim, and dragon girl Curran.
Wait, so is this is the world, right?
Yes.
This is not that thing when like I woke up and I was on a D&D.
This is their world. Like it's not an isekai. So nobody was reborn into this world or anything like that. This is their world, and it's a fantasy world.
Okay.
But they've already lived in it. This is their thing. So there's sorceress Tiana, ex-priest Zim, and dragon girl Curran, all disillusioned over something. Tiana is a magical prodigy jilted by her jealous fiancé, causing her to become a gambling addict and fail to become an adventurer because her glaring eyes scare away potential teammates. Zim used to be a healer priest until he rejected the advances of a young village girl. Angered, she accused him of rape, leading to his expulsion from the priesthood.
Good God.
This is why they're all disillusioned.
Some serious shit.
He decided to become an adventurer, but freed from his vow of chastity, has become a drunken womanizer.
That's an absolute horror.
Yes. And then Curran, the dragon girl, merely explained someone she trusted stole something from her. The four drink together over their shared inability to trust people. Nick realizes they will remain disillusioned unless they do something about it and suggests that they form a team together. Because they've all been like fucked by this world in some way.
What about Nick?
He was kicked out of his team by his mentor, and his girlfriend dumped him.
Oh, okay.
They're all disillusioned.
Didn't you dump him for his mentor?
I think so.
That would have been the extra layer to be like, damn.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. So, episode 2, the ultimate party is formed.
Maybe what does this one have?
12, I think. It's not very many.
You got a perfect 12 all the time.
I know.
All my episodes, like anything, if I watch something that's like 8 episodes long and it's over, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, 12 episodes. So episode 2 is called The Ultimate Party is Formed? ?
Oh.
So at the guild, Nick learns that Curran is famous for being sole survivor of a team that attempted a C-ranked labyrinth and they all died. Nick decides to name their new team the Survivors.
I'm a survivor. I'm gonna.
As each team member...
Wait, there's Beyonce one, right? And there's also the other one like, I'll survive. Yes, I'll survive. Hey, hey.
As long as I know how to love, I know I will survive.
If I thought for just 1 second, that'll fall apart. That was mostly from, that one's mostly from, a lot of people go get that from Men in Black 2.
Yeah.
But the OGs get it from the replacements.
Over here dying. Help it. As each team member has pressed this shit, get ready. Over here dying.
If I thought for just a second.
I don't know if you're going to survive.
Because the dog, right? Isn't he just going off on the song?
I think so, yeah.
I love that dog.
That, what was it, a pug?
Yeah. Pugs and Frenchies, bulldogs. What the fuck kind of mental state are they born with?
They're already bug-eyed.
You saw that Frenchie I had to take care of for that little bastard was fucking insane.
Yes. Eat anything.
Eat a fucking lug nut and choke and die.
Yes.
If you don't watch him.
You got to make sure. So,
the disclaimer: it didn't die.
It did not
we
die.
caught it before it started finishing chewing on it.
It was bad enough though.
Yeah, when you picked it up, it dropped it, which was fucking thankful.
It's like, oh, it didn't. All right. As each team member has the trust issues, they set up rules that make it impossible to access team wages unless all four agree. As a new team, they start at a G rank and must defeat 2 G rank labyrinths to be promoted.
What's the highest rank?
S, I believe.
What is with the S, by the way?
I don't know.
Like everybody could barely get a C in class, let alone if I got an A, I felt like a genius. An S?
Yes.
Jesus. Super.
I think it's either super or special rank.
Super. I guess it probably sounds better as special rank.
Yeah.
So what, special rank? What's A? Just A rank?
You're just A rank.
Good old C. I'm that low-key underachiever that's a high achiever if I tried.
Important words, if I tried. All right, so Tiana accidentally shoots a spell at Curran, damaging their already fragile trust and causing resentment. They reach the dungeon boss, a giant slime, which Tiana recklessly kills alone, covering everyone in slime and increasing Curran's resentment even further.
You bet.
As a team building exercise, Nick asks everyone to reveal their strength.
They all go to play baseball, like the batting cages. The team building exercise.
He asks everyone to reveal their strengths and their weaknesses. Tiana apologizes to Curran by revealing she is weak against fire in close combat, at which Curran excels, restoring some trust. At the next dungeon, they face an intelligent, magic-resistant ogre, and Curran is able to trust Tiana to provide her with, to protect her while she kills the ogre, and like they have this like little bond at that point.
The little like video game thing, go like bloop 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 bloop. The points go up.
Yeah. Everyone begins.
I tried to do that in that game. I told you about it, the Marvel Knights, where you play like a supernatural version of like the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
Where like you play with like Blade and magic and like all these super. It's supposed to be supernatural characters and magical, but they got Captain Marvel and Iron Man. Not so much supernatural.
No.
And I keep trying to hit it off with magic, the mutant, and she cannot stand me. Everything I say drops like 8 points. I'm like, damn it.
It just don't work.
It just does not work on her.
Everyone begins to feel closer until Nick accidentally causes Curran to drop and smash an important charm from her bag.
Damn.
It's like, done fucked up again, didn't you? Episode 3 is called Curran's Secret.
I like when the main character tries, like, he's the one that actually, like, he's the impetus that moves it forward, you know?
Right.
Instead of it just happening to him, like, he's trying to make it happen.
Right. He's doing his best to move this along.
Luffy's trying to be the pirate king.
Right.
This guy is trying to start a new team. He's not just sulking. He's like, come on, guys, let's do it. And they're all like,
man, I trust each other at all.
No, they're all like, fuck you.
So, in the past, Curran served the human she believed would become the hero, Kallios. Curran, who was swindled by a merchant, but Kallios exposed the crime and forced him to give Curran the necklace, which she treasured at this point.
Oh.
So Kallios eventually betrayed her and stole her Dragon King jewel, a jewel sacred to the Dragonkin she was tasked to keep safe for her whole life.
What does she look like? Like an actual dragon, or is this from big titty chick like always?
Big titty chit.
What the fuck? How is that a dragonkin, man?
A Dragonkin, because she's got scales and stuff.
Okay.
So she looks somewhat
That a dragon?
like a she's got a normal human face, but she has like the little horns of a dragon.
Okay.
So after failing to track Kallios, she gave up until she encountered Fifth, an adventurer so strong he had permission to enter labyrinths alone.
It was so fancy.
He was also a notorious food enthusiast, and even though they only spoke once, he inspired Curran, causing her to return to adventuring. In the present, Nick attempts to buy a whole new necklace to apologize, but Agate, a friend of Nick's from before her idol career, suggests that he simply continue to be Curran's friend. Curran, who truly is not upset about the necklace, is just happy her life is getting better than before. The 4 party members realize they are becoming popular at the guild and celebrate. The guild abruptly hires them to explore a dungeon rumored to contain the holy sword of Bonds.
Is a bong in there?
Not bong. Bonds.
They just find a knight just fucking baked in his mind. What's up, guys? How's it going? Yeah, I used to be an adventurer just like you, then I got high as fuck.
That's like one of the worst, the stupidest movies I've ever seen on Tubi is like the Killer Bong. Like,
oh yeah.
God. It's like, seriously, people? This is what you guys are.
I saw something the other day called The Naughty Room,
Okay.
and it was the worst fucking movie I've ever seen in my life.
You watched it?
The whole hour and 16 minutes.
Oh, it was only an hour.
It's a first-time director / writer. Oh my, oh
that bad?
oh my God! It was like I saw elements that would have made it a wonderful movie, but seeing that he didn't know how to show instead of tell, so he just told all the fucking time, and none of it made. I want you to go watch it, and then we'll talk about it on the next. The Naughty Room. It is not sexual. It is not a softcore porn. It is a straight movie. It is fucking terrible. I was fucking bawling.
I'll watch it whenever I get home later.
It was. We gotta cut this episode because I can't. It's coming up in my brain. It's just the dumbest shit I've ever seen.
All right. Next one is called The Labyrinth of Bonds. So they enter the Labyrinth of Bonds and locate the sword, which possesses intelligence and explains he can only be wielded by people with strong bonds of friendship. Sword was what they consider it.
Fucking sword. The power of friendship.
Yes.
What?
They laugh about it too.
Well, I'd be fucking laughing my ass off. What when you fucking combine the power of what do you get, Captain Planet? What the
and Sword,
he's a hero. Gonna take pollution. I can't believe I used to watch that shit. That was the goofiest shit. Gonna take pollution down to 0. Well, you failed, Captain Planet.
So they call it just Sword. That's his name.
That's good.
Sword is disappointed they plan to sell him. They don't give a fuck about the bond.
Y'all some cold motherfuckers.
Removing Sword activates a golem made of liquid nano machines that cannot be damaged.
Liquid nano? What the fuck kind of sci-fi fan?
Sci-fi fantasy, yeah.
Just got tossed in together.
Nick manages to activate Sword's blade, yet Sword is confused that Nick's friendship bonds aren't strong enough to activate him fully.
Damn.
He's like, what, you're not friends with your teammate? He's like, no.
You only get 2 tiers. 2 tiers of power.
Nick falls to a lower floor and Corinne rescues him. Corinne explains to Nick she kept the necklace to remind her of Kalios, but it kept her stuck in the past, so Nick breaking it helped her to move on. Their reconciliation fully activates the sword, fusing them into one body. Where with their combined power, the golem is destroyed. They give Sword to the guild for the bounty, only to reveal it was a weaker copy from a nearby storeroom, and Sword, now calling himself Bond, not James Bond either,
Bond
has joined their team as an androgynous young man.
to make him.
They took human form.
What the fuck? What's androgynous mean? I feel like I know what it means, but
I'm not masculine.
So a feminine man?
Kinda, yeah.
Might just be a woman then. What the fuck? An androgynous male?
Androgynous would be like Prince.
Like a fucking eunuch.
You remember Prince?
Yeah, I remember everyone knows Prince.
Yeah, he was androgynous.
So rain.
Bond is disappointed their team bylaws prevent them from interfering in each other's hobbies. So they always split up to celebrate on payday.
Really?
Tiana and
Wait, they can't celebrate together?
No, they don't get involved in each other's
Extracurricular activity?
Uh-huh. Do they all have something?
Wait, that sounds depressing. How do you supposed to bond with your teammates?
Because they're not trying to. They just formed a party because they all hated everybody else.
Wow, ain't that quite the losers club?
So Tiana invites Bond to accompany her since she doesn't have her own hobby yet. So we go into episode 5. It's called A Meeting with the Iron Tigers. So the survivors all dream of the lives they had before.
The flaming dragon.
In particular, Tiana dreams of her academy instructor whose career she accidentally ruined through her own ambition.
Damn.
And Nick dreams of his ex, Claudine.
Come on, baby, please.
Their dreams turn out to be unintentionally caused by Kuzuna's telepathy. While monster hunting, Kuzuna reveals he contains a sword. It contains the sword skills of his past wielders, which I guess is let's see, Kuzuna. Trying to remember who that is.
I'm confused now. Isn't Kuzuna the sword?
I think so.
I thought his name was Bong.
I
mean, Bond.
Yeah.
Will they change it? And midway through the fucking description?
I think so. While monster hunting, Kuzuna reveals he contains the sword skills of all his past wielders. So yeah, I guess it is a sword.
Weird.
While at a restaurant with Kurin and Kuzuna, Nick spots Claudine,
Baby, is that you?
a known con artist, trying to take a young man's money used the same con she once used on Nick.
So she was
Who was using him,
How long was she dating them for?
probably for a little while.
But did they get busy?
No.
So that's
Claudine leaves after Nick exposes her. Claudine later provokes a fight between Nick and her party leader, Leon, leader of the Iron Tigers. However, in private, Leon reveals to Nick he will soon dump Claudine as she has made him rich, but her cons draw too much attention. He also congratulates Nick on forming the Survivors Party, as he assumes Nick is conning them for money.
how dare she? He's doing his best to be a better man.
I know. Nick beats him up for even suggesting he would betray his first real friends.
How dare you, bitch?
The guild leader breaks him up as a street brawl is beneath career adventurers. Instead, Leon challenges Nick to the traditional mathematics bare knuckle battle.
Mathematics bare knuckle battle.
Yes. So episode 6 is called Mathematics Bare Knuckle. You can tell this has some comedy elements in it. It is explained bare knuckle mathematics involves 10 rounds of brawling. Nick and Leon fight while Curran and Claudine solve math questions to end each round.
Weird.
Whoever gets the most questions correct earns their fighter a free punch to the opponent. Curran panics as she is bad at maths.
Oh, great.
Zim learns that the Iron Tigers plan to cheat using their party member Beg. During round 1 and 2, Curran loses to Claudine, so Nick is punched twice. The other survivors cannot locate Beg anywhere. Curran loses the third round, so Nick is punched again. The survivors suspect Beg is waiting for the later rounds. To force him to appear, Tiana suggests that they answer all the questions in one go, even though if Curran loses, Nick would be punched 7 times.
God dang.
Go ahead and take it.
How many punches you gonna take?
Guildmaster Vilma agrees, so Claudine uses telepathy crystals to get the correct answers from Beg. Beg is caught by the survivors, who expose Claudine's telepathy crystal. The Iron Tigers are arrested, and Claudine cries, revealing that she never wanted to be a criminal and hates who she has become. Curran is happy she learned maths because she can now identify bargains at restaurant menus. She learned something.
And Nick's just all fucked up.
He got hit 3 times already. Episode 7 is called Gambling Lesson. So Leon is interrogated about the treasure he looted from the labyrinth years ago. The Sword of Ruinous Evolution. So it's another one of those same kind of swords like they found, the Sword of Bonds. Only this one's the Ruinous Evolution.
A ruinous evolution.
Yeah. Elsewhere, Tiana, Nick, and Kuzuna enjoy themselves at a casino which is attacked by Leon looking for Nick, having used the sword to escape and evolve into a monster. Leon, whose sense of smell can now detect lies, threatens Tiana for Nick's location.
Lies.
Tiana is amused by Leon's assumption she and Nick are friends. Leon's nose tells him Tiana has no faith Nick will save her at all, so he decides to just kill her. However, Nick does save her with Kuzuna in his Sword of Bond form, surprising Tiana. Evolution evolves Leon further and takes control of his body, rampaging wildly while Leon begs him to stop. Tiana and Nick prove their real friendship by using Bond's full powers to fuse into one body, the same way he did with Curran earlier. Only it's 2 other people now, him and Tiana.
Still weird that they just changed the name of the sword without telling us.
Yeah, I think they might have added it at the end of the episode. I just didn't remember that. Like, fuck, I don't remember that.
Crushing my fucking charger.
I moved it.
You're beating the hell out of it.
No, I moved it. I'm trying not to step on it. Tiana and Nick prove their real friendship by using Bond's full power to fuse into one body. Leon, despite his hate of humans, refuses to believe he is truly an evil person and allows Nick and Tiana to coat him in the casino's anti-magic playing cards, returning him to normal. Because they have anti-magic playing cards in this casino, since there's people that can use magic.
Right.
They don't want card yelling and shit. So Evolution is sealed away, the sword that he had, and Leon returned to prison, content that he is not evil at heart, especially when Nick reveals he avoided killing anyone with Evolution controlling him. So he's like, I'm not all that bad.
It's bad for Leon. He's a special K-man.
Yeah. He's gonna be. Episode 8 is called The Beautiful Paladin. Agate meets Nick and is impressed at how far he has come, but Nick is worried about her as she has recently canceled all her concerts and public appearances. So this is that idol that he talks to,
Oh,
that he's obsessed with.
oh boy.
So Agate narrates that her real name is Belle Haggins, and she,
Bill Haggins, that's a weird name.
and she was once a singer at her boyfriend Donnie's failing bar until a music producer discovered her talent and made her an idol.
How advanced is the society?
It's a mix. It's supposed to be comedic, so
Like, do they have like fucking smartphones and railway systems and cars, or they got concerts and idols and famous?
it's a mix.
Weird.
It is very weird. It's very much done more for comedic effect than it is.
Reminds me of One Piece having like pirate levels and no phones, and
Right.
but they got snails and they got robots and
She fell in love with the lifestyle, but began to feel unsatisfied with Donnie, especially whenever he began borrowing her idle wages for gambling, claiming it was to save the bar.
why is everybody a fucking gambler in this fucking series?
No. Then one day at the casino, she saw Tiana easily win all Donnie's money before helping Nick defeat the evolved Leon, causing Agate to idolize Tiana as her paladin.
Yeah.
Now, in the present, Agate breaks up with Donnie and begins hosting concerts again, crediting her return to her paladin, Tiana, which Nick realizes was himself and Tiana using Kuzuna's power, the swords, whenever they fuse together.
Right.
Agate meets with Nick, again confident they will both keep moving forward. Episode 9 is called The Legend of the Labyrinth City. Stepping Man? Question mark, exclamation mark.
What?
Stepping Man.
Stepping Man? What the fuck is that?
Thanks to the adventurer amateur journalist Olivia Taylor, Kuzuna becomes obsessed with Stepping Man, a monster that can leap over rooftops and kidnaps children.
Jesus.
So the sword is obsessed with this. Later, Zim, the priest, Kuzuna, the sword, and Nick stop Stepping Man kidnapping a girl named Rena. With proof Stepping Man is actually a human using invisibility magic, and the survivors decide to catch him. They confirm Stepping Man has a bounty for his capture, but the mercenary guild insists they capture a smaller bounty first.
Why do they call the survivors? Forget.
They're called the survivors because basically their only goal is to survive the dungeons. They don't care about nothing else. They just want to survive when they leave as a group. The mercenary guild insists they capture a smaller bounty first. Hail Hardy, a suspected murderer. The mercenary, Ash, angry at adventurers taking mercenary work, enters a wager with Tiana on the success of them capturing Hale. They track Hale to the slums where Zim, as a healer, is disturbed by the living conditions of the many people who are sick, drug addicted, and dying. After capturing Hale, the survivors are confronted by Dr. Nalgava, another ex-priest who has been treating Hale for yellow demon sickness, which is kind of like a terminal disease almost.
Well, damn.
When asking about Stepping Man, Hale reveals he has seen Olivia in the slums talking to children.
You got tuberculosis, son. It's a hell of a thing.
The survivors cannot ignore Olivia's suspicious behavior and confront her about being Stepping Man. Olivia flees by jumping into the air straight through the building's roof, just like Stepping Man does. So it's basically her.
It's like, ha.
Episode 10 is called Labyrinth Dragnet. Raina's mother, retired adventurer Ad the Sommelier, is grateful the survivor saved her. Raina asks to become Zim's disciple, but he refuses, revealing his past experience gave him a phobia of young girls. Since he was already accused, he's like,
Don't blame him.
Ada decides to train the survivors against Stepping Man skills. Light body for flight and heavy body for strength. After encountering Stepping Man again, Nick also doubts it is Olivia. Suspecting Stepping Man is using a magic artifact, Nick asks Leon's advice, the one in jail, and learns the most likely artifact is an illusion king gem.
Are they all in the same town forever, or do they travel around?
It's mostly the same town and the dungeons around it.
That's interesting.
Its illusions are easily broken by confronting the user by name, meaning Olivia is definitely not Stepping Man. Olivia later attacks him, believing Nick is Stepping Man. So this is this big-ass
Who the hell is Stepping Man?
After determining that neither of them are Stepping Man, Olivia admits Stepping Man was her adventurer title before she became a reporter, meaning Stepping Man is using her title and skills to frame her. Examining a dead girl, one of the Stepping Man's victims, they find an illusion gem fragment designed to obscure her identity. With the fragment removed, she is revealed as Martha, a blacksmith's daughter who was received treatment for yellow demon sickness.
Martha, why did you say that name? Martha! Martha!
Zim the priest believes that he knows who Stepping Man is after seeing this. So episode 11 is called Survivors versus Stepping Man.
You know, I have a superhero name too. Call me Baker's Dozen. I use kitchen-based gadgets to fight crime.
So Jackie Chan?
I usually stand on top of a donut shop at 5 a.m. to fight crime.
So the survivors confront Stepping Man and break his illusions with his name, Dr. Nalgava. His obsession with curing yellow demon sickness began whenever his daughter died of it. The sickness is usually sexually transmitted, so after she died, Nalgava went mad with the rumors of how his daughter became infected.
Uh-oh.
By experimenting on kidnapped children, Nalgava has proven that it can also be transmitted from contact with infected blood. Basically, it's AIDS.
It sounds like it.
Zim confronts him with the pain
So it can be both? Sexually transmitted and blood?
and blood transmitted.
So it is AIDS.
Pretty much.
God dang.
Yeah. By experimenting on children, Nalgava has proven it can also be transmitted through infected blood. Zim confronts him with the pain he has caused his victims' parents, but Nalgava is unrepentant. An armored warrior named White Mask
He's like, I don't give a fuck.
suddenly tries to kill Nalgava and the survivors to keep the truth hidden. Corinne and Tiana are hurt, so Olivia distracts White Mask, identifying his armor as a similar relic to Kizuna, so similar to that sword. Nick and Zim, the priest, combine using Kizuna's bond ability and manage to stab White Mask in the face.
Oh, shit.
Amused they actually hurt him, White Mask spares their lives and disappears.
And that shit fucking tickled. And he fucking gives.
Pretty much, yes. Injured by falling rubble and also infected with yellow demon sickness, Nalgava opts to die whenever the building collapses. Since White Mask uses a relic and undoubtedly has a powerful master controlling him, Olivia reveals to the survivors that she is also a weapon relic like Kizuna, the anti-demon god sword of war.
So what's his name? Nalgava just let the debris kill him?
Yes.
Reminds me of the guy from Kung Fu Panda 2.
Yeah.
Little Swan, or like the peacock.
Mhm.
That pillar, that burning pillar just lands on him. He just closes his eyes and accepts it. Like, well, deuces. No, I was like, oh my God. That was the most brutal death I've ever seen in a kid's movie. Aside from the Tarzan movie where the guy hangs himself.
Yeah.
She breaks his fucking neck.
And last episode is called Adventurers Can't Save the World Yet. So after defeating Stepping Man, the survivors all enter a state of depression. Nick remembers meeting Argus, who saved him from the bandits that murdered his parents. Zim takes over Nalgava.
It's always a murder parents trope.
I know.
Jesus.
They're taking it to the extreme on this.
What if like you just had a happy childhood and you got bored, so you decided to be an adventurer?
There's a couple of anime out there like that.
It's always some brutal, horrific event that turned me into. Everyone's trying to make Berserker, but not as hardcore.
Yeah. There is one, though, I can always bring up in a couple of weeks. But it's that where...
No, thank you.
No, where she's got a perfect life to begin with. Zim takes over Nalgava's clinic in the slums. Tiana returns to gambling, but no longer enjoys it. When the survivors meet, there is an uncertainty over what to do next. Curran begins brooding over Kalios and wonders if she forgot about him and moved on. Olivia discovers evidence the dark demon god will soon return, with White Mask somehow involved. She is also investigating the black market that sold Nalgava the Illusion King gem. As a reporter, she's looking into a bunch of shit. Curran takes
down, Lois Lane.
Curran takes an interest in the market, as they may be where Kalios sold her Dragon King gem. The survivors promise if she ever wants to find her gem that will help her. Suddenly inspired, the survivors decide to uncover the conspiracy, expose White Mask, and stop the dark demon god's return. Curran gains an admirer, a cat girl she earlier saved from the same swindled merchant whom Kalios once saved her from. Kizuna, the sword, and Olivia, both immortal artifacts who will long outlive the survivors, agree the survivors have potential to bring the dark demon god to defeat the dark demon god, but still have a long way to go.
Man, it was always a dark demon.
Always.
There's more villains than just demons.
That's why Freyrin at Journey's End, you start after the fact. That's what makes it a little bit more unique.
But they're still fighting demons, aren't they?
There's like random demons.
I want something interesting.
But the Demon Lord?
Like fighting Cthulhu or something.
Oh, I can find you one.
No thanks. If no in Japan, they'll make it weird.
Probably.
You remember that weird Batman, the dude that comes to Gotham,
Yeah.
where he becomes an actual bat at the end?
Yeah.
That shit is weird.
I mean, there is a there is a anime out there. It's called How Not to Summon a Demon Lord. It's a harem.
Oh yeah.